Did you make a good play or a bad play in Pokemon Unite? You sent in your clips to me, and I will be the judge, jury, and sheriff executioner here in Sheriff Spragels. Yeehaw. Now we're looking at some of the worst plays in Pokemon Unite, or things that you said might be the worst plays in Pokemon Unite, and I will be the judge. This is Sheriff Spragels. Yeehaw. Hello there, Artoris. Alright, so for context, about 20 to 15 seconds before Ray, this is when everything bad in the game happens. My whole team decided to chase two opposing Pokemon into their tier 2 bottom goal. Since shielding HP recovery is strong, I recommended retreating. Yes, by the way, this is like every bad moment that happens in a match. Your team's like crushing it, and then you see two of them walking at their tier 2 at 2 minutes 20, and you're like, well, there they go. My whole team ended up getting KO'd. I got thanks pinged, although I feel like I made the right call because now I have a chance to steal Ray. All right, let's take a look at what happened. Here you are. I mean, at this point, you're playing the Reddit bush, but I don't really know what else you can do right here. They're going for Ray. Machamp's looking to stop you right here. You eject button over the wall. You Gyarados Unite move. You take down one. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm of two minds of a play like this. One is you did the best thing you could in the moment, and then the other is you didn't support your team on what could have possibly been a good push, right? Now, we don't get to see them all go down. We just know that they pushed a goal and they all went down because of it. All of them using their Unite moves too, except for one. So they were taking that moment as the Ray fight. This is one of those plays that's so hard, because if I was looking at what happened beforehand, I might have a better idea as to whether or not what you did was right. What you did at this moment, from what you're showing us, is literally all you could do. Well, you could show yourself early and try to distract them while your team is respawning. That actually might have been stronger, because if they just start hitting Ray, if they kind of see you and then you like hit them, waterfall away from them, you're kind of pulling them off of Rayquaza here. This is just one of those really tricky situations where I don't think you've made a bad play, and I can't speak to what your team did. All I can tell you is in the moment right here, you made one of your better two options, right? I actually like, when you look at this play, I actually like that you showed yourself, you saw the Ray health. I think you should have got like right here. I think you can get in their face more. Because as soon as they see you here, they actually peel off, which to me means you have an opportunity to get them to stop hitting Ray earlier, which would be ideal. That would be, I think, the better call for you right there. But you did one of the only options you had left to you in that moment. I've got a submission for Sheriff Spragels from Shrugs. As someone who's looking to start competing in official tournaments, my camera play is kind of non-existent. That's a big problem. You need to be able to pan your camera. I'm sharing this as a PSA because if I move my camera to look at Registeel, I wouldn't have been KO'd. All right, let's take a look. Shrugs moving down to the bottom path here. Shrugs on their classic Venusaur. Big time Venusaur plays out of Shrugs, moving down to the bottom path, running at this goal. Ooh, into a Phalanx. There was a time where Venu into Phalanx, this Petal Dance Giga Drain was just so beautiful. It was amazing. Nice big Unite, running towards the enemy. I like this. That was great. That was great. I would have stolen a berry right here. I would have ran and grabbed a berry really quick. Oh no! Now you're getting a little too crazy. Oh, I see what's about to happen. I feel like I'm giving you the Titus from Final Fantasy X laugh. I see. It's like it all started to come to me because I knew the end. You told me the ending before it happened, and then I didn't realize. Like as I'm watching, I'm like, that worked out pretty well. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like one of those things that's gonna happen 1 in 100 times, but sure, pan your camera, for sure. Context, we were pushing top and I was contemplating between whether to simply cut our losses and return to base or join Dragapult and push for more KOs. Ultimately, I chose the latter. All right, let's take a look before I read anything else. Moving top. Jumping in. Big play from Gary right there. That was a huge Unite. Yeah, this is one of those tough moments, like you're fighting on goal, right? Snorlax now trying to do something here, trying to get out, jumping back in with Gyarados. I mean, your team is continuing this fight, so it's a little tough, right? But the longer you continue this fight, the more likely it is that enemies are going to show up to be able to take you down. That was a beautiful play by the Delphox here. Like, really, really nice. Fire Spin, disgusting. Right into the Fire Blast, into the Unite move here. I get pushing onto this goal, but at this point, since you have nothing to go back to here, right? Like, oh, it's only your tier 2, and your Snorlax is left. This is probably one of those moments where you just have to give it up. It's not going to be the end of the world for you, but I'd rather not give up the experience to my opponents. I'll give this a 3 out of 10. From Emperor, my team was far behind in points, needed Ray badly, and the Unite move came in clutch. Got Zeraora, KO, and Mamo low HP, then the snipe to A9. But the gang up on Slowbro and Machamp, I know the Machamp was a steal, needed that Penta. The Mamo came in, so instead of melting Ray, I focused on Mamo. Okay, let's take a look. Team was far behind in points, not too far behind, less than 1 score. And you're hitting Ray. Oh, this is a good ult. This is a really good ult. I like an ult like this. You're able to set up some KOs because of it. A9's really low too, so you can move towards them. Nice snipe shot. And you're going for another. You hit another one. Your team's in a great position right here. Snipe shot hits. Machamp with a good punch, but Machamp is stopped. Machamp goes down. You get the Quadra. You start ripping. Mamo comes in. You go on to Mamo. There's nothing bad. There's nothing questionable here. Emperor, the only thing questionable is you posting this play into the I made a questionable play part of this Discord. You just showed us, all you did was show us a Penta. I have to give you a 1 out of 10 and shame you for just simply showing a good play. Boo. Boo to you. From Coco, Defender main, enemy team ended up with Ray. We lost the game. Was I wrong to engage here? All right, let's find out. So you're getting kind of aggressive. There's 3 enemies here. You unite, you catch 2. You're catching 2. The problem with all this, the big problem with any of this is no one's here. No, like no one's here to help you. So I get what you're doing, but your team isn't here to help you. So when you are looking for this engage, you don't have anyone, right? You see up here, like, Lucario's fighting something. I don't know what gets him. Something gets Lucario, right? Yeah. So Espeon gets Lucario up here, and it looks like Miraidon was there fighting. When you move in here, there's no one coming to help you. Like, Leafeon could, but you're like, as soon as you Horn Leech, you are so far away from your squad. It may have been more advantageous. In fact, I think it would have been more advantageous, rather than looking for that catch here, to actually pull back, maybe move back to that forward bush. So not the one near the enemy side, but the bush that's like back right there, and wait to see if your team is going to engage. Because what you could do is not Horn Leech into, it's so weird, like with a camera, not Horn Leech that away, but instead Horn Leech that away, like towards your team. You could push them towards Ray, or you could even push them like diagonally this way so that they're out in the open and your team can see them. Because it's like, in a perfect world, your teammates are going to back you up here, but Lucario just went down. Your Leafeon's on half HP with no Unite move. Your Miraidon has no Unite move, and your Espeon has no HP. So it's unlikely that anyone's going to move in to support you, unfortunately. There's just not much that you can actually do in this moment. I think, unfortunately, this is the wrong play for you. I think you need to, like, try to give your team a little more time to possibly come back, or try to position the enemies in a way where your team can actually hit them. From Quake, I thought I could TP back while in rapid spin. All right, let's take a look. Moves back. Okay. Oh, yeah, I've done this before. Oh, no, I've had this happen to me before. This is heartbreaking. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is just, it's rough. It's a very unfortunate that that happened like that. I mean, your team was kind of going down anyway, and now you make an aggressive play looking to get a KO. You don't get it. This is just one of those, like, now you know, right? Nice secure there with your Unite move. You got fortunate, but you also made like a good play to save your Unite for a possible secure there. I feel for you, and also it worked out in the end because you got the secure. I'm going to give this one a 7.133 out of 11. Coming from Smalls, I don't think this needs any context, and I'm not reading it. All right, let's see. We're fighting at Ray. You're autoing. You go down, and Ray goes down. Wait, and you get it with Pollen Puff? Hold on. Is that what happened? You throw Pollen Puff on it, and it gets it. I mean, this, of course, isn't... I mean, it was the right play. It was the only other thing you could have done there is thrown your Pollen Puff and also autoed Ray. But this is just one of those, like, hey, everything worked out for you. So, good on you. Not a questionable play. So, for that, I'm going to have to dock you points. This is going to be a negative 3.21 out of 25. From Pine Nut, after escaping a dicey situation with my Espeon, I went to go top with the rest of my team and pinged for Espeon to stay bottom and defend against potential backcaps, which they listened to. Zoroark tried to score, unfortunately made it, so it was only 8 points. Then he went top with Espeon, close behind since they noticed top was getting crushed. I want to see the play. There's a lot going on here. I just want to see the play. Let's see. We are at the 5-minute mark. We've got an objective top. Espeon decides to watch bottom. You're moving up with your team. Fair enough. I mean, this is where the objective is, and you're a supporter that heals. So this is where you should be, for sure. Moving up with your squad. Someone got really deep right there, right? Who jumped in super deep? Zeraora. And then you go down, you get caught, right? Espeon is now running up to the top path, trying to see what they can make happen. They arrive a little late. I mean, they were trying to stop Zoroark. And things just don't go well, right? Okay. Reading the rest of this, ideally Blastoise might have been a better choice to defend the goal, but I didn't want to leave it defenseless and risk someone scoring a big cap for free. Should I have just let the Espeon come top with me, or was this the right play with an unlucky outcome? How did you tell the Espeon to stay there? I went top of the team and pinged for Espeon to stay bottom. Yeah, but Espeon made its own choice there. I don't think this is terrible. The only thing that maybe would have been better, so... Right here, you guys are pretty deep, and you get caught by a Unite, right? I mean, that's like what happens right there. So after Zera goes down right here, I think everyone kind of just needs to peel back. Even though it's really hard, there's only a moment of time where you could have made that decision. It's probably when Zera goes down here that the whole squad should have just pulled back. That's probably the case, right? Because now the fight's not going your way. You just lost your carry, went really deep, and gets KO'd there. You probably should just pull back here and wait until either Espeon comes up or, you know, Zeraora can respawn and make it top. That's the only part about the play that's tough. I don't think telling someone to stay at that goal zone and defend is bad. It definitely shouldn't have been you. You're the supporter and you don't do anything by yourself, so you absolutely should be with the team. I think this is a reasonable play. I'm going to give this one a 4.164 out of 38. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.